I'm Rebecca Robeson with Robeson Design Studio in San Diego, California. This is video 2. If you haven't seen video 1 on how to light your tree, I would recommend at the end of this one, go back and watch that one too. There will be a plentiful amount of videos that we're going to be uploading on how to decorate your home for Christmas 2012. When it comes to garland, there are all kinds of garland. Sometimes it's that stuff that looks like, oh, mylar, and it's gold or blue or silver, whatever, and it's like almost like tinsel. That's garland. This year we're going to use ice garland, and these are these little ice branches. Let's get started. My first thing I do is I start at the top of the tree and I do sort of a circular winding down pattern to kind of give the tree some movement. And I'm just going to use the actual branch of the tree itself. Then I'm going to take this piece here and I'm going to start winding it from here around the tree. You're eventually going to add ribbons and balls. So a lot of what we put on at this stage is a placeholder. You kind of get it in the right location and then you can adjust it because there's so many layers that go on top. So you can see that basically I've left nice big spaces in between. Now I'm going to fill in with these. And because these are more like branches, I'm going to take the center and I'm going to shove it into the tree and have it coming out. And I don't usually secure these because they're not going anywhere. It's not up that long, although for me it's longer than for most because I have to decorate so early. So the smaller ones we'll put up more in the top here. Sometimes you have to show it who's boss, you know what I mean? Remember, don't fill in all of your holes. You do want to have holes because if you have good size ornaments, they need a place to hang naturally. So again, you'll be doing a lot of adjusting as you go. I think that's pretty. It adds an element of extra length, and just the branch makes it look so much more natural, I think. And you know, we're always trying to look for something natural for an artificial tree. And we're having such a good time. So, rule number 1, when you do your Christmas decorating, do it with a friend. So we're going to learn how to make a bow, number 1, and then how to put them on your tree in a wrapped fashion that looks natural. I have chosen this year to use gold in my tree. Even though it's a winter wonderland, we're going to warm it up with gold. This is a fisherman's very extra wide ribbon. I'm going to take this and run it through the tree, and then I'm going to come back and add some bows to it. This is how I finish the ends of any ribbons, whether it's on gift wrapping or on a Christmas tree. I fold my ribbon in half, and I take the folded side, and I actually cut in a triangular padding right to the end. And that creates a really beautiful fishtail. If that tail ends up showing on the tree anywhere, it has a really pretty finish to it. In this case, I'm also going to use this ribbon. This is left over from years past. I'm going to cut it the same way. Fold it in half, take the folded side, that's my short side, and the wired side is my long side. By the way, I should say, in my opinion, the best kinds of ribbons to use, make sure it has wire in it. So what I'm going to do is make this as a tie-off. So I'm going to pre-make it, and when I get to the top, I'll have something to tie this to the branch with that will also be very pretty. that that beautiful ribbon just goes in and out of the tree all the way down and wraps around and around. Do you see that? It's very subtle, I think, I hope, but it does look really, really pretty. I hope you learned how to put your ribbons and your bows on your tree. Come back for the next video. We're going to learn how to hang balls on a Christmas tree as well as ornaments, the order that you put them on, and how to balance them so that after you're done decorating your Christmas tree, you can sit down and relax. I hope you will consider subscribing to this channel. You know, we upload videos every week teaching you tips and tricks on things that you can do in your own home to make your own personal space more you, more beautiful, and more wow. Come back each week. If you subscribe, we'll send you an email letting you know whenever there's something new. I hope you can join us. Thank you so much for coming back today. We'll see you next time when we learn how to hang balls. Would you like to know how to make a homemade bow? Someone taught me this, I think I was probably 15 years old, and I have been doing it ever since. So you take your ribbon, you fold it in half, and you cut a point. The folded side is the shortest side, the wire side is the longest. Give yourself about maybe 4 or 5 inches of a tail and scrunch it together. Hold it between your thumb and your first finger and make a loop. This first loop I'm going to make, I would say, is probably 3.5 inches. You pull it together and you scrunch it together again. Now here's the key to making this beautiful. Twist it. When you twist it, that takes that same color. See how it's different on the back? It puts that same color on the front. If I didn't twist it, my bow would look like that. So this makes everything the same. Now you take this and you make another 3-inch loop, and you kind of look at them and see. You just eyeball it. You don't have to sit there with a ruler, for crying out loud. You take it and put it between your fingers and you twist it again. And now you hold it again between your thumb and your first finger. Now you have the beginning of a really nice bow. Some people would stop right there and do another fishtail, and that looks pretty. But if you want to make a really, really fancy bow, you continue on with your loops. Every time I make a loop, I make the loop slightly longer than the last. Do you see that? Okay. And then I take it and I twist. I come around here, I take it and make a loop again, a little longer than the other side, and I twist. I take it here, I make another loop, slightly longer even. With this finger, I hold it and I twist. And on this side, looks like I've used this before. On this side, I take this again, and since it's too short, I'm just going to stop it there and make it a 5-loop bow. That's pretty. Now, I'm going to finish off with something that's really simple. You can either use another piece of ribbon just like this to tie it off, or you can use what I use, which is gold wire. And I use all kinds of things, depends on what color the thing is. But see how easy this is? As a wire, you can just literally twist it and you're done. Then you open this up, and because there's wire within the ribbon, you can actually make it into something really, really beautiful to put on a package or to put on your tree. So now we take this other tail and we're going to fishtail it. So we're going to start on the folded side. That's going to be our short side, and we're going to go to a point. Voila. Now we have a very pretty bow, and you can take that and place it right on your tree exactly how you'd like it, and make the little tail just kind of go off to the side. That is a bow that you can use on your trees and your banister, and especially on packages.